So the year is 1988, and I get transferred from Independence Square, one of the former banks, from Independence Square to Tunapuna. I'm not a very happy camper because I figured, I worked in Port of Spain my whole life, and I went to school in Port of Spain, and so I was not a happy camper. So I arrived at Tunapuna, and there was this gentleman there who I didn't know at the time was just recently transferred from Park Street. So I was training as a teller, and you were the operations officer.
No. Teller supervisor.
Teller supervisor. So this is like, I think he got transferred in like April or something, and I got transferred at the end of May. But the thing is, we never knew each other, right? So we arrive in Tunapuna, and after a couple months, he starts to bother me a little bit. I used to have to go and get my transactions, of course, approved by this certain gentleman. And I thought to myself, he is just so annoying. Because he found that I was actually the most sour person he ever met. And it was true, because I was really not happy to be in Tunapuna. So I just used to go to him and kind of like, could you please authorize my voucher and leave me alone? And he would make all these funny jokes and so on and so on and so on, and just to try to make, he was really trying to make me laugh. And I was not having it. So time went on, and I think by about the end of the year, we went out to a movie together, and the following year, he was transferred to Tobago. So now we, out of it not being in the same branch, and we start to go out, and we go out for about 5 years, and then I resigned to go and study, and we got married on the 25th of September, 1993. So the very interesting thing is, we never made the connection until this year when I started seeing all the material with the 30th anniversary. And I was like, interesting. Saw 30th anniversary too. And then I asked somebody when was the bank's anniversary, and they said the 30th of September. And I said, same year, same month, oh my goodness. So we owe this bank our relationship and our marriage, because this is where we met, this is where we began. It's been a lovely ride. We, all of the things that you spoke about earlier, Laverne, in terms of people dreaming of having your own home. Our children grew up in this bank. Staff members at every branch knew our children. Sometimes, like, he stayed, of course, in retail banking. So we used to tell everybody, we work in the same bank, but I used to tell everybody my disclaimer is that I'm not in banking. So anything you want to ask him about a product, anything you want to know, you ask him. So that's really our very unique connection. We met in one of the founding banks. We got married a couple of days after the 3 founding banks got married. And here we are. And for the last couple of years, of course, we ended our careers, I guess, in the same institution that brought us together. And I don't think there's anything, more joyous than that. We've had 3 wonderful children and a great life, and we've owed the bank that, I think, to a large extent, and that's been our story. It's kind of unusual. There have been a couple other couples, though, that we knew about, that but none that we know about that got married in the same month and the same year as first citizens. Yeah. It's really unique in that way. So we knew of other couples like the Landers, the Bolaisings, the Gajidas, the Phillips. So there are quite a few relationships or marriages that were born out of the founding banks, but we're special because we got married, as I said, the same year that First Citizens was born.
Was your wedding color green?
No.
No.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. But it was quite a nice journey, actually. What's interesting is that when I got transferred to Tobago, the feeling was that, okay, that's the end of it, because you go on Tobago by yourself and who knows what will happen in Tobago. But while as a young man, you're eager to get your own space.
Sow your oats.
Right? You know, and in Tobago, apartment in Lowlands by yourself. And that's why I look back now and tell myself, while I may have been the one kind of pushing to make her smile and try to get her to go, that I figured that it was something else happening that directed that, because I hear in Tobago, I do what I want in Tobago. But every afternoon after work, after I go and practice cricket, I am with a handful of coins, finding a phone booth to call her timing when she coming from UAE. Yeah, you know, and it's like, and this went on, so I'm making sure that I have my coins. You know, back in those days, we had to put the coin in it. Yes.
So when we tell our children that,
Yes.
they crack up laughing.
Yeah,
Because there was no mobile phone back
Yeah,
then,
you know.
and he used to jog, and he used to have to go there was a basketball court where the payphone was. So he was running with these bag of coins,
So
this
if-
set
if-
of coins in his
If
pocket.
you know Tobago,
Yeah.
Lowlands, where the mall is now,
Yeah.
right, from there, all the way up to Shaw Park, you know.
What?
Wow.
Just to call me.
No, because the other phone booths along the way wasn't working. Understand? Yeah, used to do that.
To all our customers, to all our very, very hardworking employees, we just want to say, Simon and Janine, very, very happy anniversary to you all.
To all my former colleagues and former customers, I want to wish the bank a very happy anniversary and looking forward to the next 30 years.
And to my husband,
Happy anniversary.
happy anniversary.